Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Coming up next on tonight's installment of SpeedGaming Live Events, we present you with another match in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. I'm Teeks88, and joining me in the commentator's booth is Sharkid. Welcome.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome in.
Yeah, we are coming hot off the heels of an intense match between Midi Guy DP and the Haxer, who each fought really hard in the round 3 losers bracket to remain in the tournament. The Haxer did indeed come out victorious and will be advancing to face yours truly. So definitely keep an eye out on the schedule for when that match goes down. You're not going to want to miss it. And speaking of matches that are going to be for the losers bracket quarterfinal, coming up we have DLP316 versus HUmanMustard. They'll be duking it out to face the winner of the Haxer versus myself, and the winner of that match will go on to face Stewie Cartman, and that will help determine who will meet Proa 007 in the grand finals. Now, I've been in the SMB3 randomizer community for approximately 2.5 years now, and I had the pleasure of getting to know both of these runners and the skills they're capable of. And between the SpeedGaming weeklies and their placement in previous competitions, they've consistently advanced pretty far in the brackets and consistently perform at a very high caliber. So it's pretty hard to predict how this is going to turn out. I definitely believe it can go either way. So certainly keep your fingers crossed for round 3. That will, of course, mean more content for you guys. So with that said, get your predictions out in chat on what world we're going to be starting with first.
Well, since I'm a lover of, runners struggling, with some of the levels, I'm going to say with World 7 because, it's the maze, you get lost in it, and if you have to enter, to the first level being like 7-1 or something, we're going to see inside the level, they won't be able to clip, so let's see how this goes.
Oh yeah. It would certainly be interesting to be starting out the seed with World 7, between the risk of getting lost in the pipes if they're especially complicated, and just going into a lot of the level under-equipped, and then having to deal with possibly the Piranha Plant levels, and having to deal with the timer on those. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. I'm going to go ahead and echo that prediction and say World 7 myself. So I do believe that whoever goes on to face Stewie Cartman in I think the semifinals for the losers bracket, it's certainly going to be interesting to see how that pans out. I know Stewie has a very solid background in SMB3 of the vanilla game, and he too performs at a very high level with that. And I know he's had a lot of opportunities to dip into the randomizer himself. So yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see a clash of two distinct skill sets. So I do believe we'll be beginning shortly.
Oh,
And it turns out to be around World 4.
Yeah, World 4 with our first pipe going to the main island, and we get to see 2 forts already, so they need to... Let's see if they will actually need to play them, or they will be able to skip one, so... First, our runners are going to grab like that first item, or that first power-up that is going to be a star. Fortunately, it's not like... the ride is not like that fast enough to get a star kill, but they need to be really, really careful on this boom boom, especially for that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you never want to let the phase 2 of Boom Boom get away from you, because stuff like that can happen. We're so used to just being on top of him, really aggressive with our stomps, that we just kind of forget that he can fly sometimes.
Yeah, right now most are going to be some checking right now, and apparently that was the wrong fort, so they need to go back and play this fort that it was like right next to the pipe, and it's for a fun. How vanilla is this?
It's pretty uncharacteristic of World 4 to have 4F1 be the fort that unlocks the bridge to get to the castle. And yeah, here we are. We're in SpeedGaming Live, so pretty much anything can happen.
Yeah, and we just saw that Monster was actually the first to enter to this fort, but he took an unfortunate death right after this bomb. Like he just got crushed by that corner, and well, we get to see. Well, he's now doing fine right now, and DLP is going to find out the bad news that he has to play that fort.
Indeed, and with that, HUmanMustard makes really good work of 4F1 with DLP hot on his heels. So he'll be finishing that up very shortly. Just has to be a little bit cautious, make sure he doesn't get nicked by the Ooh, the thwomp.
You...
And there's the commentator's curse. You don't even have to say it.
Lucky me, it wasn't me, so that's on. I hope we get like a score of commentator curses, I'm being known of cursing certain runner in here. That's why I didn't want to commentate the previous match. Axel. So now Mustard is advancing in this linear world 4, and he's in 1-6, and he's basically with the best item that you can possibly ask for, 1-6. But apparently, yeah, like I think he needed to go back and build that P speed in order to fly.
It's a little harder to try to buffer your P speed when you're trying to fly over that gap in 1-6. Especially when you have the tail, just because your acceleration's a little slower when you're in the middle of jumping.
Alright, and Mustard, I think he played both of the Hammer Bros, and I don't know if he had like a hammer before this as well, so... But I know that hammer is going to come in handy later, because in this type of seed, yeah, hammers will break locks, and... Here we have a DLP facing with a mandatory hammer bro because he didn't want to move out, and yes, it was 2 hammers for these bros. Wow, what a prize.
Yeah, and with that, HUmanMustard is making his way through the World 3 airship, and looks like we have a Thick Icky again.
You have a thingy, let's go.
And it looks like he was a 2-hitter.
Like, it was thick, but at the same time, he wanted to be like, I think up to this point of the tournament, he just said, I've been a bully too much on this tournament, so I'll give that win to you.
Yeah, he needs a moment to sit when out, do some meditating.
Right now, Mustard is coming to this second world, and it's going to be World 1. With 3/4. Awesome. Ooh, and right immediately, HUmanMustard actually used the hammer that he just had from the World 4, and he's going to enter to this pyramid. Let's see what's going to be doing DLP3, because 3/4 in World 1 it's something that it's unpleasant to see, but a hammer is a hammer and can be really useful up until, World 8.
Yeah, the tail is really not a bad item to have when you're in the pyramid. It means you get to bypass all the buzzy beetles and you just tail whip your way through the block walls. But it does cause you to miss out on a couple of P-speed strats to save a few extra seconds. But who knows, that tail can come in handy in other places without a doubt. And 7-1 is not one of those levels.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's possible to clip with the tail, but it's definitely harder and definitely... Yeah, not so good. So Mustard just said like, you know what, screw it, I'll just continue with the level.
Yeah, I mean it's easy enough to say that he deliberately went into the doorway and just played it just the normal way, so he doesn't spend too much time trying to clip with the tail. But considering a lot of historically we try to go for clips and sometimes we just accidentally hit up on the D-pad by accident, so it's kind of hard to call this one. But nevertheless, he's having a pretty clean climb, not taking any damage, and again, commentator's curse, thing number 2. Yeah, alright, it was a relatively clean climb, but yeah, he's making his way through there. Meanwhile, we have DLP in 2F. Oh, very fortunate he's able to get that Fire Flower equip, so let's see if he can hold on to it. So that's definitely going to be quite advantageous.
You kinda hate to see those green Koopa shells like right at the end of the level, like like the big one was almost like unavoidable, so you had to play it. And well, Mustard with just a hammer and a cloud on his inventory, while DLP just entered to the right fort. I mean, it is a good luck that he actually played the right fort, and now he's just going to like 2 levels away from catching Mustard. So. This is still a really close race.
Yeah, for sure. Minor setback, but I think that DLP still has plenty of opportunities to run this one back if he plays his cards right.
I mean, if he doesn't take any, any damage at the end, he will be able to probably clip or save that fire bro to the, I mean that fire flower to the end of the world. So he might have a little bit of an advantage of probably trying a fire kill.
Certainly has the advantage in 7-1, so we'll see how many tries it takes. Yeah, this is his first opportunity to really make up a lot of time. 3 tries clip versus just playing the level normally. It's definitely going to help him out.
He's only just one hammer bro away. I didn't get to see what was the reward for this, so probably it's a really good item. Or not. Ooh, so we have this World 5 with the first level being the Waterfalls, the first beta level for the seed. Nice powered up grab right there, Mustard, because he knows that the upcoming levels might be tough.
Sometimes I forget that there's a power up on the left-hand shoulder of the 7.6 beta, because I just feel like it's too far out of the way to really bother pit stopping for it. I'd rather just mash the A button and just get up there as soon as possible.
Sometimes I have the bad luck that whenever I try to go for that power up, if it's a flower, I just fall and somehow I despawn the flower. Alright, so Mustard entered to the first fort that apparently it's going to be the Fort Knox, and sadly he's going to get rid of that fire flower and grab the Tanuki suit instead. But he has there's a leaf in the inventory, so let's see how DLP is going to react towards this, because if he takes a death, it's pretty much faster than just taking the Tanuki suit.
Yeah, if there's one thing that I begrudge about 7F1, it's that, with the way that it requires you to get the Tanuki suit or some sort of tail, whatever power-up you wanted to hold on to, it takes it away as quickly as you got it.
So Mustard is building up this bridge, and then oh, I thought he was going to cloud this level out, but oh, what is this? It's the Soul Reaper 5-4. Ooh, and DLP actually falling coins. I don't know if that was intentional. Oh yeah, he realized he had a tail. Indeed. So with this tail, he's going to be able to go up, kill the Boom Boom, and catch up with HUmanMustard. Right now, Mustard, I think he put these Hammer Bros to sleep, and he's going to A2. Nasty level overall.
See, both of our runners making really good use of the tail strats as they navigate their ways through 8-1 and A2 and 5-4.
Right now, DLP is going to catch up Mustard in the Sky World, I guess. If not, he's going to... Okay, he's going to play the Bros. Probably he's going to get nice items. And Mustard just got another hammer from the Sky Bro.
Alright, so we have a potential sight of either a double hammer play or maybe some really solid shortcuts in World 6 coming up later.
Well, DLP just gets a P-Wing and a star. Definitely the type of items you don't want to get from the Bros.
Yeah, I've been kind of conditioned to avoid Hammer Bros as much as I can unless I really felt like I needed to build my inventory at the start of the seed.
Ooh.
Or, I was short on some really good items like Hammers or Clouds. But after coming across a P-Wing in a music box, I would feel very dubious about what my chances would be in the sky, so...
That was an amazing play from Mustard of actually, entering into 7-9 and right before, he had the chance of, the boss boys having a chance to eat him. He's just waiting to spawn and then It's out of there. Oh my god, the way he's challenging it, like, stop! You come on, he's going to. Oh no, what are you going to do now, Mustard? No! It's no problem, seriously. For him, it's no problem, but I will be. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a lucky man! Seriously, oh my god!
Just according to plan, all calculated.
Definitely. Oh, something that we didn't get to check is that this level was 1-3 and you're able to have an item in here, but did Mustard actually win for it? I think he didn't.
I don't think so.
Well, Midi guy with the death count of the 7-9 boss base, and oh my god, it's a fire flower. That might be really useful then.
Yeah, if I got a fire flower in my inventory, I would definitely call that a win, and I would probably try to save it as long as possible until, you know, in case I don't get anything else for Bowser's Castle. At the same time, it could also come in handy for a really rough situation.
Or maybe having a wild guess of, you know, taking damage, being a small Mario, and the next level it's going to be 7-6. I've seen that before. You did it.
Well, you rolled this seed. I'm sure you know it better than I would. But if there's one thing we can confirm already from the 3 hammers that we've seen from the Hammer Bros so far, it's definitely a lot generous than anything I would have rolled.
Yeah, probably, but considering that everything has been going like really fine with this, I expect to be looking at some jet worlds so far, so... Ooh, nice item grab for DLP, considering that this is like the best airship to use a P-Wing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Being able to start a P-Wing in the World 6 airship, that's going to save you a good 10 seconds, and if he gets that off-screen wand grab, which looks like he did, that's going to save him an additional 4. So very nicely done.
Alright, Mustard is actually really lost in this pipe maze already. Like, he used one of his hammers to break the lock to enter to this southern area, but he hasn't found like the promised land yet, so came back, he's going to start looking out for this next pipe, and oh, I think he has more checks now. Oof, that was a dead end. So, yep, apparently both of our runners are going to be using the hammer to skip those levels on the fort. And probably now they're looking for the promised land, like in the eastern side of this World 7 layout. And, oh, so you get to see a DLP has some answers related to the north side, and he's going to play this fort that it's F2. Nice fort to have a tail, seriously. Oof.
Yeah, really nice timing with the flight on the underpass. I was almost afraid he wasn't going to get P-speed at that moment, but looks like he got it right at the last moment.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Mustard finished out that 4-3 that ended up like giving him some struggle. DLP is going to be now checking which pipe is the one that is going to take him to the promised land. While Mustard just entered 2-5-6, and this in vanilla, it's a level that doesn't require any. I mean that has an auto scroller, but oh my god, why did I say that it wasn't required? What? I mean it couldn't be, but considering this pipe maze, how is this doing? So let's see how this ends up, because Mustard, I think he found the yep. Oh, so it wasn't needed like that fort, like it was. Wow, so Mustard just took the lead right now.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I think HUmanMustard was already in the lead before because of the advantages that he had earlier on in Seed. But I think that he just extended it with that play just now.
But I think that he just took damage, and when he was about to, yeah, to jump over that Goomba shoe, please, Mustard, stop! Oh my God, be careful. He was careful now. And DLP using his cloud right away because he knows now that he didn't need to play that well, that he didn't want to play that level that I can't even remember which level it was, but he's now in the same level as HUmanMustard, but HUmanMustard is just finishing that out, and he's now going to the Piranha Plant and finishing this world. What's going to be the next one?
I don't think we've seen World 3 yet, so I'm gonna go with that right now.
Ooh, now let's see what type of item HUmanMustard is going to get from this Piranha level, and DLP so close to actually losing the tail before he was you know, in that top area of 6-5.
Yeah, those two Karibo shoes that were on the bottom are pretty ruthless. I think one showered down on both of the runners.
Ooh, DLP actually skipping the star, and he's now in the same airship as Mustard, so yeah, he's catching up real quick. Alright. So with that being said, our runners are pretty much like what, like 4 or 5 seconds apart each other? You're the expert here, you do the math.
Yeah, I think that's a perfectly reasonable estimation. Although I can't remember if HUmanMustard used his cloud yet, if he did pick one up, so I don't know if he still has an opportunity to extend his lead.
I think he used it? No, I'm lying, yeah. I think he hasn't used it, so... Yep.
Oh, that's just confirmed. Alright, 5-2. Not a bad level to have a tail equipped, so considering how nasty the enemies tend to be on the hilltops, it'd be good just to damage boost them to get some extra P speed.
But definitely you cannot damage boost on that boss base, but it was really nice to see that they both are alive and, you know, they're not snacks, because yeah, boss base. I think he had already probably some dinner because, you know, it's kind of late. You know, he had already dinner.
Yeah, every once in a while when you enter that pipe at the start of 5-2 and start falling down the shaft, there's a boss bash just waiting for you just as you're falling down. I can't remember if anybody's ever been actually caught by it, but I know it's definitely possible to get hit by a rogue chain chomp.
Ooh, so Mustard just broke that lock and fought that hammer bro just in case you know, he wouldn't get a hammer from here. But no, it's a P-wing, but Mustard is out of World 2 now. Well, DLP is still, I mean, I think he wants to do the double hammer play, probably. Because he's reluctant to use it, and he's playing 6F1.
Yeah, I think that's a perfectly reasonable play, especially if you feel like you can potentially use your hammers in other places, but, you know, there's still a bit of a risk to that decision-making, so we'll see if it pays off. I mean, hammers can always come in very big, you know, can help you run things back in a very significant way, if, you know, depending on what the World 6 layout tends to be, since it tends to be one of the longer maps.
Ooh, but sad news for DLP that he broke the, like, he completed the fourth, but that wasn't the one required, so he needs to track back and actually played 6F3, while Mustard is entered into this World 6 layout, and he's on his exploration mission, and oh my god, just... What?!
No way! Oh, but he doesn't have the hammer.
Oh my god, so he needs to play a fourth, oh my god, this is huge!
So let's see if how much of a scavenger hunt HUmanMustard is going to have to go through in order to find what's going to break the lock.
So, oh, there's a 4 right there, so this could be it. Probably 7F2, or no, 3F1.
If only. If only. It's pretty interesting. We didn't see 7F2 yet, but we saw Fort Knox earlier. I was Kind of wondering if they got paired together and we just happened to miss out on them.
Yeah, remember that in World 7 there were two forts, but one was being gatekept by one of the levels tiles, so probably that was an F2, so boo. Alright, so Mustard, well, he has another fort on his way, but let's see if this was the correct one. I think there was a lock on the other side. Oh, apparently this could be it. Yes, this is it. So Mustard just finishing out this World 6 while DLP, I'm pretty positive he's going to go check the castle and break that lock. And he will be feeling like really relieved by, you know, I saved these hammers. These are for something. Ooh, well, we have a really tough... Ooh,
oh no!
And just like that, DLP is going to take the lead right now. Wow! A thick Lemmy here.
Yeah, it's really nice to have a P-Wing for this Lemmy fight so you can just navigate around the balls and then potentially get an off-screen one grab.
Ooh, that dodging. And he got it.
Indeed.
Oh, we get to see that Mustard, now he has better control of this fight, and yeah. It's out of there.
But nonetheless, it still remains a very close race. It's still anyone's to potentially win.
Yeah, and right now with this upcoming world, it's going to be World 3, yeah. Or it could be, well, this doesn't require a double hammer play because of that pipe on the Eternal, so they can actually be, you know, covering it out. But we get to see a fort and a 10 tile, so... Oh no! What a surprise! What a surprise!
Yeah, I think that 5-9 was actually the fork in the road that separates between the next transition pipe, and then I think that south of that was a fort, so I think he ends up having to play it anyway, but I think of all the levels you could play, 5-9 really isn't that bad, since out of the auto-scrollers it really isn't terribly long. I think it's about 50 seconds. So I would just, you know, kick back, relax, get some cucumbers over the eyes, and just make your way past these fire chumps, because you'll be out of here soon enough.
If there is some sort of fire chumps, because, you know, sometimes they don't even appear because of the randomizer, which is really way better than the vanilla game, because seriously, fire chumps in an auto-scroller, like, come on, game.
Well, to be fair, the fire chumps kind of own themselves in 5-9, since you can just stand right over them and then they'll just kind of stomp themselves.
Ooh. We get to see right now that Mustard just well, finished out this level, and DLP is on his way to Wendy. So this fort probably was going to be like, you had to play it like either way, but Mustard doesn't know that 5-9 is coming up next, but he probably is going to use the cloud right after this, so maybe let's see what's going to happen right now in World 8, and there's like, you know, some bridges or probably level tiles on the way to Bowser. So people in chat, take out your guesses for the bridges to Bowser. I'm going to say that it's going to be 2.
Yeah, I always default my prediction to be 2, so I'm going to echo that as well.
Default your prediction, wow.
Yeah, I think we have a question, does DLP still have a cloud? I do believe he used his towards the end of World 7, but if he picked up another one along the way, I'm not too sure if that was the case.
Wow, Mustard just blind clouded to 5-9 and he's on his way to meet DLP. Wow!
Oh. That was the cosmic brain move right there. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. And right
At the same
now,
time, HUmanMustard probably knows that he's towards the end of his seed now, so you know, best to start burning it, even if it ends up not being the right play. At least you know you used it.
yeah, but oh my god, like you mentioned, that was the cosmic brain play right there. Right now he's going to be defeating Wendy and entering into World 8 really while DLP just finished one of the 4 forts that are around this World 8 layout, and apparently he broke something, so let's see where this goes. Ooh. Oh no, no more hammers for DLP, so he needs to be completing more forts then. Or probably not. There's some exploration mission in here in World 8. Oh, the chap's favorite is being 3F2 in World 8. Alright, Mustard just realized that, okay, there's a fort, there's a lock. So this fort might break this lock, so... Before he continues his exploration mission, which DLP is finishing this out.
I have a feeling that 3F2 is going to be Dart Runner, you know, towards Bowser's Pit Castle. That usually tends to be the case whenever you happen to see it in World 8.
Or probably not. There was a one tile right there. Alright, so there was a first buy, but I thought that they didn't, they check it already, but... Ooh, there's a one? Okay, there's a hand tile, and there's one two forts probably, and oh no, this is the level. Get out of there! Alright, so DLP, I think he knows where the pipe to Bowser is, and probably is this next one. There's still one fort left, and there's the lock, so... Ooh, no, that's the fort. That's the fort. That must be the fort. And there it was the correct answer, one bridge.
And even if the Navy ends up not being the one, there's the Air Force that's right next door in the previous pipe that was just played.
Indeed. You gotta hate to see, you know, that you play a fort and you see that you break a lock. That's not the lock.
Well, for what it's worth, I think DLP still has both the Fire Flower and his hammer suit, so he's pretty good to go.
Oh, no, and we have the Air Force in the hand screen bridge right now, and it turns out like the Air Force icon, it's the Air Force, so... Fred, what are you doing with this randomizer? Seriously?
Alright, 3 stomps and he's out of here. Yeah, HUmanMustard's making his way into the Navy right now, and unfortunately he's going to get the bad news that that's not the one that's going to open the bridge. It's DLP's race to lose at this point. He's pretty much in the driver's seat right now. He's going to get his hammer suit on, and he's about to just rush in there.
Hopefully it doesn't take forever for him to clip, you know. And since I say that, if that happens, I'm so sorry. Alrighty then, so DLP just got out of there from those stairs, and nope, no mac and cheese. Nope, no clip. Nope, oh my god. There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
even despite the ruthless P-speed build-up, he still managed to get it without it, so... Not something you see very often, but love it when it does. And with that we have Hi Bowser and... Bye Bowser.
Take out your GG's for DLP right now. He just did an amazing race right now, like... I think, how did this turn out? Like, I mean, I don't even remember, but I think it was like the brain play in World 6, I guess, that it gave him, you know, the chances of catching up, and yeah, Destiny has just decided that DLP was going to be the winner for this first seed, but it's only the first out of 3, well, potential 3, and this was a seed that I rolled, and it was a sub 35 seed, really nice and regular. But next one, I know it might be, yeah, it might be kind of punishing. Like, I don't want to say why, but I have my guesses.
She won't say it because she's a polite individual, but we all have the unwritten understanding. But yeah, with that, DLP finishes up with an official race time of 31:56, so very nicely done. And both of them finishing up Bowser's Castle on the same screen, so always the hallmark of a very close and fantastic race between two really talented runners. So GG's to both of them, and we'll be getting set up for the next race, so don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.